Well, alright then, welcome back to 20XX, where soul chips will vanish. We have 9 left. We can't buy any item unlocks. We could buy next run items, but I already feel kind of weird like having these item unlocks apply on this run anyway. So no, let's keep going without any of those. You know, we'll be fine. And we get the spear to start with. I think I prefer the spear over his base weapon. You know, Ace's base blade is perfectly fine, but you know, the spear has more range. And even though the base blade is fine, range is its problem. So an option that makes that better, I'm all in favor of. And we get a little bit of run speed up. We'll just carry on. We could use that HP, since it's in a more convenient location. Oop. That didn't work out. That did. So I will point out, because we bought with soul chips, we have the plumber hat. Eventually we will unlock everything, and then our runs will be much more pure, much more distilled, skill-based, and then we'll never see level 9 again. Because that's probably how it's going to go. So we have another finesse challenge. This seems like an easier one compared to some of them that we've had, but we're still early on. Just take it slow. Take it slow. I think we have successfully cleared a finesse run in the past. We've done it now, for sure. And we get Drakepen's Pride. Attack kills might restore... lifesteal. Just make it easier to say. Yeah, this first level's going nice and smooth. Not a lot of these invisible platforms to deal with. And when we do have them, they're not really all that complex of patterns. So it doesn't really matter that we don't have Shadespur right now, because we don't need it. But there is definitely a chest down here, just HP. So right now, not helpful. Is there something? Nope. Always gotta check though. If it feels like there could be something down there, it's worth checking. And off to fight the boss. Twin Astrals. So fighting these guys early is pretty nice. So you don't have to worry about them, you know, regenerating or rezzing each other, I should say. And apparently they're also relatively weak. I mean, of course, every boss is weak on the first fight, but that seems especially so. Mixed match mastery. So we'll want to luck out like we did last run and get a whole lot of Korogs. Unfortunately, we don't have any of these weaknesses, so we'll fight Kerr. Come on, drop your shield. Thank you. At least Kerr is like manageable without the without their weakness. Yeah, something like Death Lotus is okay, although you want Shadespur if nothing else. And Eternal Star is just obnoxious. You know, if you can't You can't do those chain attacks with the force shield. It's just annoying as an enemy. And we have the shop over here. Oh, we could almost get a helmet. I would rather we get the regenerative plating, and if we can luck out on grabbing the helmet later, that's great. Even though that's a match, that's actually like coordinated. So we don't want that as much as we want a mixed match. It's kind of, I wouldn't say odd, but being someone with no fashion sense whatsoever, the idea that you would want to, intentionally clash and, make a statement like that, I don't know how people do it. I just don't. It's just not something I'm really capable of. Speaking of things I'm not especially capable of, but we pull it off that time. And we get Armor Towards Dome. Health picks ups might grant armor. So that's good. And that gives us a little bit of... not a little bit of avoidance on falling, but a little bit of stat boost from Mixed Match. We're actually getting pummeled by these mortars right now. Normally they're not too much of a hassle, but they've decided to be a hassle. Yeah, nothing down there. Phew. Again, we don't really make much use of the charging mechanic. There's gonna be a chest down here, somewhere. Over here, good. Good thing we didn't, fall to our deaths. Or just a partial death. And also good that we didn't get zapped by that thing. Or that thing. There's multiple zapping opportunities. We're just gonna run away from you. We are not in the market of dealing with you. Back one. And then carry on. And made it to the end of this floor. Get healed up. Back to the shop. We can't afford the helmet, but we got a different one. So we'll just take the HP up. I do appreciate that there are a lot of ways in this game to get more HP. You don't have to, you don't have to find those HP up items all the time. There are plenty of items with that capacity. We're gonna flawless. Yep, flawless. I don't think that gives us anything. We determined last run it doesn't give you a very safe laboratory. Mistime Protector. It extends your invuln frames. Okay, so we have extended invulnerability. Shatterbeak is weak to... We actually have both weaknesses. Let's do Rollster, because Rollster late game is kind of obnoxious. So this will be the Fire Shield. Deal with this. But yeah, we learned from last run that you don't have to flawless a boss for a very safe laboratory to open up. Which of course leaves the question open of what you can do to cause it to happen, if anything. Because as we get more comfortable with the game, I think we're going to want to induce them more often. Not necessarily all the time, but there's certainly a benefit to several of the items. And if we're good enough at the game, we can kind of mitigate the downsides. Not the offsides. This isn't soccer or football or anything like that. Yeah, you guys can just like keep destroying yourselves, and that will actually speed this up. And we get Dracopen's Bound. Double jump! We actually could have been working our way towards a full set. We would still be missing the Armog, I believe. But, you know, being 3 for 4 on a single set. I didn't realize this was a path. Okay. That's kind of cool. So this one, attack kills might restore health. Power kills might restore health. Health pickups might grant armor. Grants immunity to knockback. I think we'll stick with what we got. Even though swapping out the chest plate might actually be better for us in terms of the mix match. Just because it is more of a mix match. You know, it's quite literally, it's one step further. But I don't know, having lifesteal is maybe too important. At least to me, I think it's too important. But we can take a second guess. Do we want to make it power kills instead? No, we just want to take an attack strength up. Get an HP and an armor. And take care of Rolster. Let's pop our fire shield immediately. There we go. Doesn't seem to always show that bonus damage thing. But now we get +3 power strength. Yeah, our powers are still kind of weak. Just +1. Our attack is +7. But now we have the Boomerang Blade, so we can take on Death Lotus. We can still take on Shatterbeak, because we have the Quint Laser, the Quad Laser, the big old blob. It's more of a box, but you get the idea. Right, double jump. Don't forget about your powers. And you gotta max HP up. There's nothing down here. Nothing here but us chickens. Yeah, it kind of makes some of these platforming sections a bit too easy almost. Alright, so no damage. No damage challenge. So far so good. Yeah, we are I would say doing enough damage that that was fairly easy. Oxjack's Fury, charge time reduced. And now we have 3 sets. I don't know, do we want to swap out? I don't remember what the green boots do. And I think the green shell was, that was the powers? So, I don't know, we might want to go full mismatch, but we also might not. Whoa, okay. There's no reason to go for that token, but we did it. Shield helped quite a lot there. And we get some more armor. That always helps. We We don't have the mortar, so we can't knock those things out that easily. Oh. Thought you were gonna get us, huh? You did get us, so good for you. We're really zeroing in on attack. We are abandoning using powers, it would seem. What is this? Nut Replicator. Okay. Then Oxjack's Blitz, which is Air Dash. We'll take the Plumber Hat and Life Extender. And immediately on hindsight, I'm like, we should have taken the Replicator, because that would pay off over time, but oh well. Time to deal with Shatterbeak. As he flies directly into Big Bullet. Just 3 big bullets was all it took. Okay, so now we have really, really good jumps. What's our jump height? 14! 14! We can get hang time up in here. So Splinterfrost is the first boss that we fought, the Twin Astral, so that's not really necessary. Flame Shield we've already done, but then Quint Laser we've already done. Boomerang Blade is none of these. You don't get the option. So we'll do Vile Visage. Vile Visage isn't that bad. This game becomes a little frustrating when you actually know the cycle, but the game's still like, nope, can't do it. We totally went out of sequence for this one. Armator's Momentum, that's Hover, and it doesn't augment our cycle tweaking at all. So, not really interested in it. And by cycle tweaking, naturally, I mean the mix match. Lots of these icicles. Kind of shooting all over the place. But the fact that we keep getting armor, which I think was a Korog that we picked up, yeah, we're pretty good. Here we have another Finesse. Let's see if we can handle this. Well, it looks like we can. Seems fairly easy so far. Just have to be careful with our jump height, if anything. We might almost have too much. But nope, pretty straightforward. I think this is one we already did. So, 50% of powers cast for free, or health pickups might grant armor. We're gonna stick with this armor because it's really helping us out. Okay. Oh man, this is that was a little obnoxious. The thing was generating the shield and was the soul enemy. So we had 2 things to deal with at once, and we have a very safe laboratory. Become one with the planet, may reduce output. We had this last time, and I couldn't tell what it did, so we're going to take it. 36 HP, 21 energy. What that messed with, I don't know. I'm a little concerned if it's messing with our HP and our energy. Maybe it's like we can no longer pick things up that increase our maximum. So it's like, yeah, you get this much HP and this much energy, but it's never going to be more than that. This is the sort of thing that, again, I can just go to the wiki and look up, but I'm not going to do that in the middle of a run. And if I do it like after the run and then come back to the game, I don't record like huge sessions one after another. I'll do like 2 or 3 videos at once and then just kind of cast it aside for a week and, you know, deal with other stuff in life. So by the time I come back to this game, I might completely forget everything. What do you got for us? Armor towards pound. Your charge attacks vaporize enemy shots. I think that actually would... Yeah, that would reduce our variety. Fly? No. No. So we'll take damage up and power strength. Womp womp. And Oxjack's Ken. So that would be Bolt Dash. But no, we're keeping armor towards dome. We are absolutely keeping that dome. It's too good. It's just too good. Anyway, Vile Visage. We do not have his weakness. So we'll have to make do with what we do have. Rollster is not too bad against him. Not the best, but not too bad. Actually, do want to switch? Let's switch out Flame Shield for Quint Laser. And in the future, try to shoot the Quint Laser the correct direction. Yeah, it's going to be at least one more cycle of this. And there we go. All stats up. That did seem to give us like increased max HP, max energy. Enemies drop more nuts, 4 soul chips. Take Force Nova over Splinter Frost. So we have Death Lotus's weakness. We don't have Perforators, but we'll take Eternal Star on. So we can get this guy out of the way. Olé. These enemies are a bit rougher than I had anticipated. This whole thing is actually a bit rougher than I anticipated. What has happened to the Sky Temple? I mean, fortunately we have things like double jump to make some of these maneuvers a little easier. Plus our jump stat is just, you know, ridiculous. What is it, 15 now, thanks to the Contractor Plus. Anyway, down here is going to be another chest of some description. Luckily, our double jump means we can kind of move around relatively easily. Do we want attack damage up and power damage down? You know what? We might as well. I'm okay with those stats. Just gotta time that. Double jump really helping us out there. But you gotta remember every time, these set pieces are not designed to require hover or double jump or anything like that. So you can't rely on that necessarily. It might mess up your cadence. Be swift. Alright, slay them all. Power is not quite strong enough to handle everything as quickly as we would like. Dracopen's Claw instead of Oxjack's Fury. It reduces our stats too much with that whole mismatch benefit, so we'll leave it be. Pick up some armor. Not gonna drop anything for us. Now see, I'm not at all convinced that we were actually hit by that one laser, but oh well. So I'm starting to think the very safe laboratory, whatever it gave us is basically like levels are harder, because this is kind of ridiculous. And here's another very safe laboratory. Sanity Converter. Powers consume maximum energy and deal tremendous damage. You know, we're going to take everyone that we see at least once, so let's do it. Let's go. And it might be terrible, and if it is, we will discover that probably pretty quick. Fortunately, we're not like completely dependent on our powers for any sort of effectiveness. Our attacks are still relatively good. Yeah, actually pay attention to your timing, Bunny. Maybe that'll work. Five soul chips out of that. Yeah, we can buy a little HP up. Take a little more. Alright. So we have 12 energy, 40 effective HP. We can go back to the nut replicator, so we'll take that. And yeah, attack damage up. Might as well. So we have Eternal Star. We're just kind of chilling out until it does that. And so yeah, every time we use a power, our power strength goes down. So naturally, you don't want to be using them too often. But you can do that shockwave if you position and time yourself right. Force Metal Shell. Boosts health and attack damage, costs speed. Alright. We'll take the HP up, we'll take the damage up. Our speed is 3. That's still good. That's still good. Take Shade Spur. Take 4 Soul Chips. And we're getting near the end. Take Shade Spur instead of Quint. And I think that is what the Perforator goes against, but Death Lotus, I'm positive, is the Rollster Boomerang thing. So we'll do that. You're like just under the slope and we couldn't hit you. I hope you're happy. That's a tight one. That's a tight little set piece. But I mean, look at our damage right now. And of course, some of these jumps are being made much easier by the presence of our double jump. Another very safe lab. Ooh, we have seen this one before. So this will put us up to 82 health, or I think 81 maybe? But 80 or 82 of that would be armor. So that's very dangerous. But you know what? Let's go for it. That's a ridiculous number. I'm not even sure it did the conversion correctly, but you can just look at that and be like, that is ridiculous. And we get another glory zone, a no damage one this time. Slay them all. Nope. Nope. Those bees, man, those bees. Now the good news is, because we have that core AUG, that means health pickups occasionally give us armor. Health pickups aren't completely useless. In fact, this might be the single best time to take that. You know, because of that AUG, you know, basically makes the whole thing useful, or at least usable. Spinning glaive, circle slash while airborne. You know what? Yeah, let's carry it. Hello. That is exactly what it said on the tin, but it's also interesting. So 5 soul chips there, very nice. We'll use as many of those as we want, game, so don't try to shame us next run. I'm liking that better than the spear, I'll be completely honest. More energy that we can't take. Energy is useless, HP is not. And shops are not useless. So yeah, Owlhawk's Talon, not Oxjack, that's Owlhawk. Your attack kills might restore energy, that's not useful, unfortunately. Yeah, we'll take the max health up, because we can do that. So we might as well. So we have Shade Spur and Rollster. Just kind of using... just kind of using Shade Spur to make this a little easier, but not too much. There we go, take care of them. Oh. Gotta take care of those little bits. Let's hide out on the ceiling for a bit. Now we're kind of saving our power juice, our power for a moment. And there we go. Attack damage up, power damage down. Seeing as we are eventually going to get rid of all of our power, we might as well, you know, not worry about it. So we have Perforator, whatever it's weak to, and I don't exactly remember, but we did have it already because we know it's not Mortar. Mortar is Vile Visage, right. Eventually we will, completely memorize the cycle and all will be right with the world. But we're not there yet. This is some wild samurai stuff going on, but doesn't prevent you from just falling into the lava like an idiot. Only competence at the core mechanics of this game to do that, and in that case, you'll be waiting a long time to climb up the helm. Oh well. Plus 2 HP on level start. Might not be super useful, because that's not like an HP up, that's a heal. But really, any result's a result. That was not what we wanted to do. I figured there would be save points along the way, but nope. Just constant hazardous platforming. And plenty of nuts. And a glory zone. Lock the blocks. Take care of those enemies real quick. Okay. Alright. That takes care of that side. And there we go. Luckily that didn't impact our actual energy at all, because we would basically be out of power if it did. I think it's actually just like it locks at a certain amount of power no matter what your stats actually are. It's like that's what you get for this challenge. So 68, we're going to take that. Yeah, we don't want Dragapult. I don't think we want Armor Tort. Nah. We want Band of Might. We might want Power Enhancer, but we'll worry about that towards the end. On the assumption that we see the shop before the boss fight. Which is not a guarantee, but it often seems to be the case. So yeah, now we definitely have the cash for it. Get a token, bypass a whole lot of level. Right there. Get the bees to explode. I couldn't even tell you how you're actually supposed to do that segment. Just kind of ran around it entirely. This is just ridiculous, like the double jump and the spinning attack and the bees. This is just chaos. It's exciting. That's that sense of abject madness. I think it actually said its little label thing twice. Gotta let it do its thing. See, our powers get stronger as we lose energy. But we don't really need to use Shade Spur anymore. We're just kind of button mashing our way through. And we get regenerative plating, so we get even more HP at level start. Take Vera, 6 soul chips, and go onward. And this is going pretty fast, actually. This whole combination of, stuff that we got, for whatever reason, it's really fast. Now we're on safe ground. Knock all of them out. Now, see, I don't like any of that. And none of that gave us armor, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't think there was any real way around that, so just kind of mash and move. This is an interesting little segment. I think we should just, like, accept what's going on and use our power to freeze those. Instead of tanking who knows how much damage. You know, because we technically are on finite HP at this point. Just stay away from you entirely. And carry on. That's an interesting set piece right there. More bees, more teleporters. More armor, very nice. Didn't manage to get any armor out of those HP pickups. Oh well. Now pause for a second. Whoop. Not good timing. That's good timing. And double jump saved us. That would have been bad, so good thing we retreated. Just did like a dash jump downwards. That's a bad idea. Don't do that. 2, 3. More solid ground. I mean, it's icy, but it's solid. Make it across those platforms. The double jump is, like, best leg og in the game, clearly. It's saving us so many times so far. And armor out of that HP pickup, so that's very appreciated. Oh, that was a wrong button, and that cost us dearly for that mistake. We can wait here. Do that. And now we have to slide down. Do some really sketchy wall jumps. But make our way back onto solid ground, which is the important part. You just get sliced. Yeah, you're armor, so we want you. Go down. No, I want to go up. Please stop. Error, dead contractor found. So we get damage up off of our corpse from the last run. And now we're making it to the level 9 boss. Regenerative plating. And a little bit of extra armor. And we have 119 nuts to spend. We don't want Dracopen's Pride, but everything else is fine by us. Dr. Brighton Sharp, Duke of Development. Okay. So naturally, like, those guys that we've been seeing early on that are, like, you know, basically at fault for this whole mess, they're final bosses. So there's probably going to be another final boss after this guy. And he kind of does, like, everyone's powers, basically. So yeah, there's the mortar. I don't know what that yellow blob is really supposed to be. It's a nice little laser trick that it's got going on. Oh. Careful. This is familiar, of course. Oh, hit by that laser again. Now it's doing Shadespur. It kind of telegraphs with, you know, what gun it's got. And we beat him. We beat him. We get 3 chests. Okay. Nut replicator. Mega nut. And murder drone. Speed bonus. Okay. Save and quit. What do we have here? We can beat this thing up. Can we actually kill it? Oh, yes we can, for 8 soul chips. Okay, cool. Onward still. So there is a 10th level. There's a 10th level to this game. It's not over yet. Yeah, no it isn't. But at least we had to start off with a lot of solid ground. So that's at least an encouraging beginning to the fight. No armor for that, unfortunately. And we just get up here. Knock that thing out before it explodes on us. Right, we're just kind of making our dodges here. There we go. Our murder drone is nice and powerful. I appreciate its presence. We definitely got way too close to that wheelie thing, but we got a couple soul chips out of it. if nothing else. And you know, every HP pickup that gives us armor is just a nice little boost. Okay, we are just gonna skip you entirely. We don't have to kill every enemy that we come across, and there are definitely cases where we're like, just screw that. Luckily these fire turrets are actually not that hard to deal with. Our health is getting a little low though, so a little attention paid to that would be good. The armor is nice. Yeah, that is like an I want to be the guy segment. Yeah, that's one of the easy I want to be a guy segments. Some extra armor. Another token. Quite nice. Nope, nothing from that. Those are some large shots from that mortar. A little bit of armor here. I can't sing the praises of that health armor pickup thing enough. What was it? Oxjack's... no. Dracopen's Pride. No. Armor Towards Dome. I mean, you're helping out, but Armor Towards Dome really saving it for us this run. I don't know who Armor Tort is, but I like them. Armor Tort is a friend of mine. The boss is down there. So the boss is down here. We're at the level 10 boss. I hesitate to say final boss, but you never know. So we can buy all of this. We don't want hover. Dashing grants a shield. You know what? We will take this. Because the lifesteal doesn't seem to help us very much. We're gonna buy this out. Only got us one armor out of the deal, but oh well. We can do the same with this. Got us a couple of armor. Okay. Dr. Arlen Flat, Chief of Control. You are a spider. Those are little Ninas and Aces. Nope, nothing we can do there. We just have to, like, wait for that, I guess. And then deal with a whole lot of that. Okay. And I guess now we're going back. Now these robo-contractors are again kind of messing with us, so this is going to be a lot of back and forth. I'm not noticing if that is actually, like, doing damage to us. Kind of expect that it is, but I'm not sure. Luckily we can go around. I don't think it does damage, the more I look at it. Alright, so we're on sort of Ice Beak, Shatter Beak kind of attack. Well, we're making progress. This hole is cracked. We no longer have powers. We have exhausted them. So we just gotta make our way. Do some more slashing. Yeah, we are not taking damage from that. We do take damage from that. These to deal with. But our double jump means we can shortcut a little. Still more loops to go, I guess. No clue when we'll actually be done. Oh. Come on. Nope. There we go. And that did it. That did it. Is that the final boss? Well, things are exploding, so... let's get out of here. Thank you. Whole lot of, robot corpses. And I don't feel a particular sense of urgency, so I don't... I don't know if, like, that's moving independent of us, or what. I don't get the feeling it is. I feel like it's just following our movements, not really chasing us. Yeah, you are still alive, I guess, but everything we come across, we're just slashing. Like, whatever, we're getting out of here. Because I think we just won. I think we won the run. Yep. Victory! Victory! Nothing. Slain by nothing. We did it! We had a win! We had literally no power, no capacity for power. At the end of it, we had 5 HP. We had to take a bunch of, very safe laboratory tweaks to make it work, but we did it! We have finally had a successful 20XX run. So now we just have to unlock everything, and, make the further progress that way. Look at all those Augs. Look at all those Augs. And we didn't start with anything super overpowered. We just kept going. But I guess that does it. That's a win. That's our first win. It was a really solid run, so thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, a like would be appreciated. Subscribe doubly so. But either way, ta-ta for now.